Hello and welcome back to Espresso Coffee Shop. Now, today we have a new coffee machine that we're presenting. It's the Sanremo Cube, and it's Sanremo's first attempt in a domestic coffee machine. Now, as you can see, this coffee machine has quite an original design. It definitely sets itself apart from the rest of the domestic coffee machines that we're used to, with those more boxy, classic design. Well, this one, as you can see, is much more smooth, as it doesn't have any sharp edges, and of course one of the main features as far as the design is concerned that you can notice is the steam and hot water wand, which have a very particular design here, and of course the E61 group head, which has the lever which is already in the up position in a normal E61 group. So a design that sets itself apart from the rest of the competition, and definitely the way that Sanremo chose to differentiate itself. As far as the coffee machine itself, well, we're talking about a heat exchanger coffee machine with a 1.9 liter boiler. The boiler is in stainless steel, which has very big advantages in terms of temperature stability. Also we have a 1.8 liter tank, which can be used in the two versions that it has, which is the Cube V as vibration pump and the Cube R with the rotatory pump. Of course, this one is the top of the line R version with the rotatory pump, and it distinguishes itself from the V version because mainly of this small screen which sets the temperature. Now, this coffee machine is also available in three different versions, independently from which one you go, the V or the R. You can have it in three configurations. The A, which is the one that you're seeing now, a single color. You will see many different colors available in this A version. This is yellow, for example. Then there's going to be the B, which is going to have two different color schemes. You can see here there are different panels. Well, this panel will have a color, and this other panel will have another one. It's fully configurable for the customer. And the C, which is probably the most exclusive version, which has the panels in leather or in wood. And it's a bit more a top-of-the-line configuration for whoever wants it. Now let's get into detail with this new coffee machine. For instance, as you can see, the steam and hot water wand have a very particular design that in this case is also quite practical, because you can do purge if you tilt it on the right side, and you can block it and regularly do a steam for the cappuccino or hot water for the tea or whichever preparation you have to do. So, for instance, this is the purge, and you tilt it on the left and it stays blocked. A very nice feature that no other coffee machine has, and which I really like in this coffee machine. Now, there's another feature that we also are going to show you a bit later, which is the app, that you can also see anything that you put on the app. For example, the boiler temperature can be exposed here in this small screen, which is available only for the R version with the rotatory pump. Of course, another feature of the rotatory pump version is that you can connect it directly to the water line. And you will do it by removing this drip tray. Talking about the dip tray, we really like the design of the dip tray. It's very original, and at the same time it's also very practical, because one common problem of many drip trays from many competitors is that when you take it out, you always have to be careful that you don't spill the water. Now, the design of this drip tray in the specific, since it has this unusual design, it basically keeps the water from escaping. So when you take out the dip tray because it's full of water, it's not easy as in the other coffee machines, to lose some water on the way. And another feature that we like about this drip tray is that you can put it inside quite easily. It's quite effortless, instead as other type of coffee machines where you have to tilt it up in order to remove it. So it looks good in my opinion, and it also works very well, just like the ones present in this coffee machine. Now, I said about the changing from the water tank to the direct line. Now here you have a labeling that will explain to you how to do it. But basically you have to go with a screw head inside here. I don't know if we can focus too much on that, but the screw head there, you turn it clockwise, and then there's a small switch that you will also have to turn in order to go from the water tank to the direct line. So it's also quite easy to operate. Okay, now we're gonna also show you what this coffee machine comes with, because it has a rich supply of things, as you will see. Now, when you open the box, you will find the user manual, the instructions for the app, which we will come that in a minute. You will see the supply of the direct water equipment. A very cool t-shirt of the Cube, nice feature. Then you will have a small bag of Sanremo that you can use for many different purposes. It's very cool that they have one. There was this that we already had outside, which is a cover for your Cube with the Sanremo logo on top. Very nice feature as well. You have a cleaning cloth of Sanremo. And here you'll have a single portafilter. The double portafilter is already on the coffee machine, so you have both single and double portafilters supplied as standard. Now, you have 4 baskets. 2 are already inside the portafilters and 2 are extra. The 2 ones that are fitted are, for the single one, 7 grams, and this one is 8 grams. And for the double portafilter basket that is already installed, it's 14 grams, and this one is 16 grams. Of course, you also have like the blind basket for black flushing. Then you have a very nice milk jug from Motta, with of course the Sanremo logo on it. And of course a tamper, still with the Sanremo logo on it. And last but not least, you have the typical brush that you find in any similar coffee machine. Now, last but not least, one of the features that I like the most probably of this coffee machine is the app. It works very well, and it's probably the most user-friendly app that I ever tried in a coffee machine. Now, you enter in the app and you will have a main menu. Now, the main menu will show to you the temperature of the boiler that you already set, and you can of course set it once you enter in this place. Now, for example, I set it at 123 degrees, and you can hear the coffee machine is increasing the temperature. You can see that, you can hear that something is happening. Then, in the main menu, there's also the tank level that it's going to show you. Of course, this is if the coffee machine is connected to the tank. Then there's one feature that I never saw in an app, which is very useful, which is the water filters. Now, this feature allows you to basically, if you have a water filter that you put inside the water tank, to evaluate how much time you want the water filter to be inside. If you click on the screen here, it's also going to tell you exactly how much time. Now it shows you the degrees, and now filter 57 days. So it's 57 days that you can continue to use this filter. This is a very nice feature, unique to this app. Of course, there is the extraction time as well, of your last extraction, and the number of extractions on your daily basis. You can also put the coffee machine on standby as well. And then we pass to the programming feature. Now, this is a very, very nice feature, common in many other coffee machines, which we love, which is the possibility to set a timer for every day. Now, as you can see, we already set timing for Monday. Now, let's go to Tuesday, for example. You can add 1 time slot, you can add 2, and you can add up to 3 different time slots. Of course, in the time slot, you can put exactly what time you want it to turn off. So, for example, you might want to turn it on starting from 8 and off at 12, and then maybe you want to start it again at 2 p.m. and close it definitely at 7 p.m. So you can do it. Then it asks you for confirmation and you confirm it. So you see, it's very easy and it works for every day of the week. Another feature is the counters. It counts how many coffees you've done in one day, in 1 week, in the month, and overall in the year, putting out a total at the end. Now, the Wi-Fi, this is a very important feature because this coffee machine has a small Wi-Fi network that allows you to connect your phone to the coffee machine. But the coffee machine itself can be connected to your local Wi-Fi, which means that both the coffee machine and your phone can connect to a cloud service which is handled entirely by Sanremo, and this will allow you to basically use this coffee machine from remote. So if you're in your car going back from work and you want to turn on the coffee machine or turn it off, you can do it on remote basically. Now, the alarms. This is another important feature which basically tells you if there's a problem in the coffee machine, it will send the information in the app and it will tell you where the problem is at. It's like basically a diagnosis system. Then there are the user settings. These are the basic settings where you can change, of course, the language, and you can choose from a different array of languages. Of course, you can change the boiler also on this menu. The unit of measurement, you can put degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, and you can put like the pressure in a PSI or bars. Now there's also, of course, the clock setting where you can set 12 hours or 24 hours. And then there's echo mode, which you can turn off. It's going to be on a standard. You can turn it off whenever you want. And then there's a file report, with the filter report, sorry. Where, as I said, you can put like the date of expiry date of your filter if you want. And of course, you can put also the machine name, a small detail. So yeah, basically these are the main features of this app, which, as you can see, it's very easy to use and very straightforward. As a conclusion to this video, we will do a test of the coffee machine with a cappuccino and with a normal espresso coffee, because we want to also show you how quiet this coffee machine actually is. And of course we want to show you how this very particular designed steam wand actually works. So without further ado, let's start brewing. Now, of course, the lever, you have to turn it up. You have the purge here, which is very useful. And let's start with All right. Now let's do our cappuccino here. And here we are. Cappuccino and espresso coffee with the new Sanremo Cube. So, what do you think about this new Sanremo Cube? Well, we love the design, we love the fact that it's different from many competitors. We love the new app, which is definitely the most impressive feature that this coffee machine actually has. We really like the attention to detail and the way that they managed to create like original design, but at the same time quite a practical coffee machine, because as you've seen, there's some features of design which are not only very practical, but also very good to look at. I mean, subjectively, of course. What do you think about this coffee machine? Let us know in the comments if you like it or not, and what do you think about the color? We think that this yellow is very cool. Let us know what you think also of the color configuration that Sanremo has for these coffee machines. The coffee machine is available for purchase in our website. If you have any questions specific to the new Sanremo Cube and all of its features, please let us know. And yeah, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and to like this video.